Okay, so I know y'all have heard me talk about remakes no one asked for and sequels no one asked for, but there is a third, something older, a deeper magic. So Legally Blonde came out in 2001, a Gen X millennial staple, if you will. A subversive look at the pretty sorority girl cheerleader type of character, but it's like, what if she was the main character? What if she was actually nice? And what if we lived in a world where people still color graded their movies, huh? Wouldn't that be something? And then there was Legally Blonde 2, which was weird, and Legally Blondes, which is like worse than you could imagine. But there the franchise laid, dormant, safe, at peace. It's time. They want you back again. Oh boy, not you. And so Amazon teamed up with Hello Sunshine, Reese Witherspoon's production company, and asked the question no one cared to ask. What was Elle Woods like before she went to law school? No one asked this question because the movie already answers it, like it's literally the entire setup. But sure, Amazon, whatever you say. The show has since come out to absolutely rave reviews, and I did do a video on Legally Blonde many years ago, so you better believe I'm buckled in for this one. But before that, really quick, this video is brought to you by Surfshark VPN. So imagine this, you're at an airport or a coffee shop or something, you connect to the Wi-Fi as usual, check your email, check your bank account, and suddenly, your identity's been stolen, your email and bank passwords have been hacked by someone on the same public network just like 3 seats away. You look in your email, you see one from your grandma saying, OMG, what is this? You click the link and then you've been phished. These are everyday occurrences on the internet, but having to set up all the different protection apps and get all the accounts going, it's really daunting and annoying. And that's why you need Surfshark. Surfshark's VPN. The VPN itself can hide your IP address and encrypt the data going to and from your device, so hackers can't trace it and steal your Club Penguin passwords or whatever. Surfshark also has an email scam checker that checks for viruses, phishing attacks, and all kinds of other attacks that people are trying to do against you. On top of all that, it comes with ad blockers that block online website trackers, so you don't have to worry about companies stalking your every move, collecting all your data, and then selling it. A VPN is essential for today's world. If you do literally anything online, which would be all of you watching this video right now, and Surfshark is the best of the best. You can even use it on as many devices as you want with just one account. So you buy it once, set it up once, and the whole family's ready to go. Just go to surfshark.com/Meyers or use code Meyers at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN when you sign up. Okay, back to the show. Come on, kids, let's take a walk. Ah yes, the year of 1995. Legends of the Hidden Temple, Global Guts, the absolutely horrendous Darkstalkers cartoon that literally no one remembers, that one episode of the Sonic Saturday morning cartoon that was absolutely traumatizing.
Common Sal.
Sonic, where were you when the brains... Sonic, we need your help.
Sonic, where were you when the brains were handed out? Brains, brains, brains.
What the heck? Anyway, moving on from that, the show starts out on Elle's birthday. She's turning 16, which means she can almost date Leonardo DiCaprio, or she could date Jerry Seinfeld right now. Elle, as we all know, is the pretty popular girl that everyone loves, and she has her whole life set out.
We had that falling out in 3rd grade when you got your ears pierced without me, so technically it's only been 12 years of friendship. I'm assuming that you put together some 5-point plan to allow us to dominate 11th grade.
Step 1, solidify our friendships with the coolest senior girls.
Oh yeah, the seniors love it when underclassmen try to hang out. It's like when you're in your 30s and one of your buddies gets a new girlfriend who's like 20 and you're all hanging out like, you want to watch Paw Patrol? But yeah, so like I said, Ella has her whole life planned out. There's even a boy she likes. Cooties, gross.
Step 2, become group leaders on the cheer squad. And this is probably the most important step of all. Have the most perfect first kiss, the most perfect guy.
Let me guess. Hot Josh.
Is that what we're calling him? This dude's like if Velveeta wished to be a real boy. I recently found my old yearbook from senior year and I was flipping through it, like you see the people that used to have a crush on back then and you're like, was I okay? However, just when life seems like it's gonna be perfect, you'll never guess what happens.
You remember that nose job I did on, it didn't set.
Kind of.
Dad.
She had to drop out of her next movie. It's a mess. And word's starting to spread that it's my fault. There might be a lawsuit.
So, Elle, we're moving to Seattle.
And so just like that, her life is ruined. Now she has to be a rich, pretty blonde girl somewhere else. I truly am God's strongest soldier. But don't worry, her mom knows exactly what's gonna make everything better.
Oh my God! Oh, is he mine?
He's yours.
Okay, so slight spoilers here, but like Bruiser is by far the best character in the show. Like it's not even close. I mean, look at the little eye mask. What are you doing there, little man? But yeah, so now Elle and her family pack it up and they move to dreary, boring, grungy old Seattle, where everyone wears flannel and it rains every day. How horrible. Now, as you might imagine, this is where the whole fish out of water story begins. Like a pretty blonde girl in a city full of brunettes. Oh, no one knows the struggle.
Nice umbrella.
Thanks. It's an heirloom.
She's joking. You look like an idiot.
Ooh, chess. I love smart people.
So you hate yourself.
Okay, you know, having this show come out around the same time as the trailer for the new Disney movie Hex, like, it's so funny because it's like, I'm a cute alt girl with boots and red streaks in my hair and no one understands me and all the preppy popular girls make fun of me and no one wants to be my friend. And then Elle's over here like, I'm a cute blonde girl with pumps and straight hair and no one understands me and all the grungy alt girls make fun of me and no one wants to be my friend. Like, what is it with girls media and having every other girl hate you? Like somehow they're always different than all the other girls, you know what I mean?
What?
This summer. Do you do anything fun?
What do you mean?
What's that?
Zine?
I have 2 subscriptions to Cosmo. One for my archives and one I can crease.
No, like a zine.
So she's having trouble making friends, which she's not used to because back home everyone loved her, and now everyone's giving her the side eye and making fun of her clothes and her butterfly clips, which are too early for 1995, by the way. That's more of like a Y2K thing. And like that actually brings up something about the show that struck me specifically as an old person, which is like, so this is 1995, and not a single high top fade anywhere. I know they're leaning into the grunge of 90s Seattle, like to a comical degree.
Geeks. Jocks. D&D nerds. Stoners, kids of parents with Microsoft money, and kids of parents with Boeing money.
But like the 90s in general, they had way more stripes. So many stripes. We all dressed like toddlers back then. Honestly, the hair's a big one, okay? Because like even for 90s grunge, this hair is not permed and blown out nearly enough. Like the ozone layer is way too intact for this to be the 90s, okay? You have to remember that when people talk about decades, there's actually a lot of carryover from the previous decade. Like what we think of as the 80s is actually like 1984 to 1994, kind of. Like you see how everyone's dressed on Fresh Prince or like Full House, you know? And like this is one of the biggest gripes I have with this show itself, is that it seems very confused on who its audience is. It's a prequel to Legally Blonde from 2001. It takes place in 1995, so you'd think it'd be more for like Gen X, older millennials kind of thing, but the show itself is clearly written for like a rather young audience.
LA. Yeah, that explains it.
What's wrong with LA?
I think we just value different things here, like the planet and social justice and not being totally entitled and sitting wherever we want in the cafeteria on our first day.
So this is Kimberly, one of our main antagonists turned friend, I think? I haven't finished the whole season yet, but like, I can see where it's going. And she hates Elle because she's a pretty blonde white girl from California. If there's one thing Kimberly hates, it's all of those words put together.
Have you ever actually been to LA?
No. No, you couldn't pay any of us to set foot in California. Did no one ever tell you that we don't do posers here? Seattle isn't a costume.
Okay, sure. Whatever you say. Like, the whole premise of this show is so stupid. Seattle's not a costume. I don't know, my dude. Y'all were looking pretty try-hard back then, not gonna lie. But like, again, this is supposed to be 1995, and you know this girl would have so many Malcolm X t-shirts. Like, come on, you're not hearing the R word every 15 seconds. This is not the 90s. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, Elle's having a rough time on her first day of school. And if it feels like I'm just saying that over and over again, that's because pretty much nothing happens for most of the episode, and honestly, most of the show. I'm always harping on about how movies and TV shows are too fast nowadays, and I miss how slow the old stuff was. And then this show comes along, and it's just so freaking slow. Like, just the most meanderous time wasting you'll ever see.
Sorry.
It's okay. No.
Are you okay?
Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. 1995, no one had Justin Bieber hair. No one had tousled shaggy bangs yet. Mid-90s guys had like feathered mullets and weirdly combed over bowl cuts. Even white guys had high tops. Come on, Amazon, who do you think I am? But again, like I was saying earlier, the show's trying to be like, OMG, you guys remember the 90s? But then they also have to keep everyone with like modern fashion beauty standards for the young kids watching, because like if this dude did actually look 90s, like no teen girl today would find him attractive. So who's the show for then?
Yeah. Great. So great.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you want a taste of that sweet, sweet 90s hair, go back and watch some old rockapella videos, cause good lord.
It is now 8 minutes before 9 o'clock. We've just seen in Denise Richardson's report, millions of young PBS viewers are learning about geography while trying to find out where in the world is Carmen Sandiego. As it happens, the search for Carmen will be endless, but we have found her house band, Rockapella, and they're joining us now to sing Carmen's high-energy theme song. Acapella, Rockapella.
Like, look at these guys. Every single dude has like 2.5 hairstyles at the same time. A full Vegeta widow's peak and beaded white guy braids. The panties could not drop fast enough. Anyway, so the first episode ends with Elle trying to help this guy raise money for the faculty at the school because they're not paid enough money to live, which is like a major plot point of the show. And she helps sell some stuff and raise some money. But in so doing, she actually gets one of the faculty ladies fired.
Oh, Donna!
Take care, girls. Hey, 90210. Get anyone fired lately?
What?
Oh, you didn't hear? Your little stunt yesterday got Donna fired.
And so now Elle's hated by everyone in the school even more.
Who is obviously relishing my fall from grace.
I think you're overestimating how much people liked you before this.
There's a few subplots here and there, like Elle's friend from back home finds out about this like Cosmo fashion internship that Elle wants to apply for because she loves fashion, but also it'll get her back in LA where she belongs. I mean, hey, if you're not getting accosted by Methadone Elmo, can you really call it home?
I just found a way to get you home. Cosmo's doing a semester-long internship in LA.
Oh my God. My parents would have to let me move back or something like that. I'd be a shoo-in at CULA.
And so she sets out to help the secretary get her job back or something like that, so she can then turn that into her application essay for the internship.
Because Cosmo girls are strong. And strong people fight.
How's the noggin?
I'm sorry, it's just like, she's like typing up her Cosmo essay and can't let her dad find out, so she quickly minimizes it, like, you better not be writing an essay. No, Dad, it's porn, I swear. No daughter of mine's gonna write essays. Also, wait, hold on, I'm sorry, but so in the original movie, there's this whole thing about how she doesn't have a computer because she always writes everything in a notebook, right? And then when she gets it, we see her barely knowing how to use it, right? But then psych, turns out she's been using computers for years and she even plays Oregon Trail for fun. Did you guys even watch the original movie? And this is another weird thing about the show. Like I said about the target audience, is it's supposed to be 1995, but then they over-modernized parts of it, I guess because they thought a younger audience wouldn't understand or something. Like the way they just call each other on the phone like it's no big deal.
Head, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I did. It was pretty major. But I'll survive.
Of course you will. They make them tough in LA.
Oh, so that Principal Anderson thing? Turns out I got a bad tip.
You couldn't just do that. This is a girl that Elle speaks to one time at school, and then the girl just calls Elle's house from a payphone? This ain't no Instagram FaceTime call. How you got Elle's home phone number memorized just like that, huh? I don't even remember my own phone number now. Or at the end of episode 2, for example, we see this guy in the school computer lab going on Yahoo to find some newspaper scans about the school principal. And again, this makes no sense. This school is so underprivileged they can't pay their staff, but then they have a whole computer lab. I guess maybe we're supposed to assume it's donated by Microsoft or something.
Jocks, D&D nerds, stoners, kids of parents with Microsoft money.
But also, to go online, this kid would have to sit there for 5 minutes waiting for dial-up. My dude, when you were a kid in the 90s and it's oh man, my parents are gone for 2 hours. Time to go on the World Wide Web unsupervised and see what I can find. Son, we're home. Also, Yahoo? No one used Yahoo in the 90s. It was Ask Jeeves and Alta Vista. Come on, don't put the show in the 90s if you're not gonna do the legwork, okay? I'm not trying to gatekeep, okay? But I am checking for IDs. But so, the show kind of starts off with Elle getting the secretary fired, and that lady is this girl's mom, and this girl lives out of district but was allowed to attend the school while her mom was employed. However, the principal allows her to stay at school, just to be nice. Now, Elle finds out that the principal is probably having an affair, and she wants to blackmail him to get the secretary rehired.
It's a bad color match for a redhead, but who am I to judge? And then he said she had gone to every Mariners game since she was a toddler, which means she was born and raised in Seattle, and Seattle women don't wear suede.
The jacket must belong to some other woman. Why else would he lie?
Exactly. Oh, this is perfect.
But the girl's worried that if Elle tries this, then it'll blow up in their face and then she will be kicked out of school.
We live out of district, okay? My mom just told me that me going to our school hinges on her working there, which means I should have gotten kicked out when she did. But Anderson was willing to fudge the paperwork to keep me enrolled.
And that's more or less how the show kicks off. So, yeah, the show's is kind of dumb, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it feels more like one movie's worth of story and plot that they decided to stretch out over like 8 45-minute episodes because there's so much nothing in between the important parts. I said I wanted slower shows, but this show is like agonizing. And more than that, its very existence itself is really strange because like the whole shtick of Legally Blonde is that she has done nothing of note her entire life except be pretty and blonde and like sororities, cheerleader, whatever, right? And so then when Warner's like, I can't marry a dumb blonde, she decides to prove everyone wrong, right? And so now we have this prequel where it's like, oh, actually she's done all this stuff and learned all this confidence and who she really is and all that.
No, this place will not change me. Cosmo girls are down, but not out. Hellwoods doesn't give up.
That's the problem. I'm shallow. What kind of person has the worst day of her life solved by pink drapery?
And then she goes off to college and just forgets all of it, I guess? Or like the kind of will they won't they between Elle and Miles. Like who knows where it goes in the end, but like it also doesn't really matter because they can't end up together because Elle has to end up dating this douchey guy. So ultimately she learns nothing from any of this, I guess. This is why doing prequels is so hard, you know? And like sure, some of it's just nitpicky stuff that ultimately doesn't really matter. I mean, it just feels like they stuck the show in the 90s for no reason other than aesthetic. Like everyone talks and acts like it's 2026. It's like if you're not gonna commit to the setting, then why even bother? Like it really feels like it was supposed to be a different show and then they just hastily tried to give it a Legally Blonde coat of paint at the last second. Like, you know what I mean?